It's full blast.
Hey guys. So I was trying to keep this kind of private, but the internet knows everything. So I thought I'd come on here and clear
The internet.
Clear things up. I did get injured last night. Stuff happens. It's live television. It's wrestling. It's an occupational hazard. I ended up in the emergency room and I have a broken orbital bone. It looks amazing, all things considered.
Yeah.
It feels awful, but looks pretty amazing. I have no idea what that means for me. You know, usually you guys have seen me like play into every single injury, but like this feels different. Obviously, this feels very different. It feels frustrating. I'm upset. I feel like if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. So I just need to take a little bit more time to like process and to kind of heal from obviously like the head trauma that is going on right now. And then we'll see what happens. We're just going to take it day by day. So world domination continues. We've just had a minor blip.
Welcome to the Tea Drop, where the brew is strong and there is always lots to talk about. This one obviously isn't a fun pour. We have a broken orbital bone. We have a championship situation that was already a mess to begin with. And we have a fan base already asking the same question I've been asking probably in my head for the past week. Does anybody in the women's division get to hold the championship without an emergency room visit attached to it? Let's get into this. Let's get everyone caught up with this situation and how it moved very quickly. August 2nd, SummerSlam. Chelsea Green enters the ladder match for the interim WWE Women's Championship to win it. She has to overcome Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, and Lash Legend. Chelsea climbs the ladder, retrieves the championship, and wins the entire thing. It should have been the beginning of a major championship run. But 5 days later, on the August 7th episode of SmackDown, Chelsea comes out to celebrate her victory. But then fatal influence arrives to ruin the party. This segment is where the injury happened. Chelsea confirmed it herself the following day. She suffered a broken orbital bone and went directly to the emergency room after the show. The current reports say that Chelsea will not require surgery. Thank goodness. The current reports say Chelsea will not require surgery. That is good news, but a facial fracture is still a facial fracture. That means she still has recovery time, right? And it happens only 5 days into her championship reign. Talk about these people we wanted champs to be champs are potentially championship jeopardization in less than 10 days versus Sami Zayn and now Chelsea Green. We don't know yet what's going to happen to her championship reign, but we will have to see what happens this coming week. This also hits differently from a normal injury story because this championship already felt cursed before Chelsea ever touched it. Rhea Ripley. All right, here we go. Rhea Ripley has been out of action. She's been out of action since June with a meniscus tear. She missed Night of Champions. She missed SummerSlam. And they did this whole interim championship because they said that she will be only out for a few more weeks and that she will be back. But after SummerSlam this week, Rhea confirmed on Instagram that she underwent knee surgery. And her Instagram post is as follows: after just under 14 years in wrestling and doing sports my entire life, it's caught up to me. Surgery was never a first option for me, but it got to the point that it was needed. First one down, hopefully no more. I've survived now. It's time to start thriving again so I can get back to what I love to do. See you all down the road. It was her first surgery in her entire 14-year wrestling career, which is pretty crazy. WWE has already informed fans that Rhea is not medically cleared to compete. She is currently out indefinitely based on, this medical recovery time. She's going to be out for a while. More than just several weeks. It might just be several months at this point. Maybe you won't see her till Royal Rumble, if not later. Rhea's injury is the entire reason the word interim entered the championship story. WWE wanted to keep the women's division moving while its champion recovered. So the company created the Interim Championship that we saw, and Chelsea won it at SummerSlam. The idea was simple. Chelsea could defend the championship while Rhea recovered. Eventually, Rhea would return and face the interim champion to determine the undisputed champion. At least that appeared to be the plan on paper. Now Chelsea's injured too, and this is where the conversation is going to become complicated, because even before Chelsea suffered her injury, fans were already questioning the interim label, including myself. We said she should have just been champion. The moment reports suggested Rhea could miss several months, people started also asking the question, and I can pull up this story, those comments now. If Rhea's going to be gone for long, does interim still mean anything? Holy yes. She's out. Is an interim championship unnecessary if she's out for a long period of time? What else people say? So she just had a knee surgery, is going to be away for a while, and they still won't take the belt away. LMAO. They definitely going to change the interim label now for the title. This injury at best is 8 to 12 months, but I don't think Chelsea is going to keep that title for long. So whoever beats her will have that title till she gets back. So Chelsea is not the interim champion anymore, right? At what point does Chelsea Green simply just become the WWE's women's champion and no longer an asterisk or a temporary label? Just champion at this point. That was a completely fair conversation to have this past week. But then August 7th happened when she confirmed that she got hurt on SmackDown. And now we have the same fans who are asking Chelsea should become an official champion are asking a completely different question. Is Chelsea going to be healthy enough to defend any championship? This is the gut punch in this story. Chelsea was potentially about to be elevated from interim champion to full champion by default after that Rhea story. Now she may need recovery time herself. Now, before we get into WWE's options, let me make something clear. This isn't about clowning Chelsea Green. She was legitimately injured while performing on live television, and it isn't a storyline as far as we can see, or even a comedic bit that she's done in the past. So and some people are celebrating this, it shouldn't be a thing either. You got to respect Chelsea for getting up the following day and speaking directly to the fans clearly and to the point at all. I mean, you got to give her props for being fair to the fans and telling her, yeah, I got injured. I don't know how bad is it or what the future may hold. We just have to find out and see. She wanted it to come out of her mouth, or she wanted to react as soon as people open their mouths on the internet. Now, the problem WWE has to solve, it's the championship. The company currently has 3 possible roads, and we can go through each one. We either strip, freeze, or adapt the championship situation. Let's talk about the first one, strip. Strip Chelsea of the interim championship and crown another champion. But if WWE does that, we will be looking at another championship change caused by injury. Rhea got hurt. WWE creates an interim championship. Chelsea wins it. Chelsea gets hurt. Then WWE creates another champion. At that point, how many interim reigns can one championship have in a single summer before the entire thing starts to feel like a paper title nobody can hold? And then there's option 2, which is to freeze the championship. Nobody else wins it. Chelsea remains the interim champion. Rhea remains the original champion. And the division basically dies. But in all seriousness, WWE simply just parks the entire championship story until one of them is medically cleared. That would be probably the cleanest option from a continuity standpoint, but it will also kill the division storyline momentum. Pretty much stone dead, done. The championship would exist, but nobody would be able to compete for it. And the last option, which is adapt, option number 3, Chelsea keeps the championship and WWE adapts around her injury. Maybe Chelsea continues appearing on television in a manager style role while she recovers. Maybe the secret Hervis becomes even more important. Maybe they recreate it somehow. Maybe WWE builds a program around an enforcer protecting Chelsea while she avoids physical contact. Chelsea can continue cutting promos. She can continue generating heat. She can remain present in the championship story without being asked to wrestle before she is medically cleared. The title picture would have to wait, but the champion wouldn't completely disappear from television. For me, the women's division has too much depth to strip Chelsea and restart the story again. We have Charlotte Flair, we have Jade Cargill, we have Tiffany Stratton, Lash Legend. All 4 of them were in the ladder match 5 days before Chelsea's injury. WWE already used the available roster to crown an interim champion. Stripping Chelsea and immediately running another championship match would have the SummerSlam ladder match feel pointless. Adjust Chelsea's role, protect her physically, and keep her involved on television if she is comfortable appearing. Like it doesn't hurt her or anything and she's able to do it. But don't touch the championship unless doctors determine that she will be unavailable for an extended period. If it's a short term, they can work around it. The bigger conversation isn't Chelsea's unlucky, if you think about it like that. The real conversation is how many times can this championship change hands because of an injury before it stops meaning anything. A championship is supposed to create stability at the top of a division, but right now this title has become attached to uncertainty. Rhea Ripley is out indefinitely. Chelsea Green has fractured her orbital bone. The undisputed championship match WWE was presumably building towards may now be further away than ever. Most importantly though, get well soon to Rhea Ripley and Chelsea Green, and I mean that genuinely. These are 2 real injuries connected to the same championship within the span of approximately 2 or 3 months. It's really nothing to laugh at. It's just crazy at this point. But anyway, I want to hear from you guys. Should WWE strip Chelsea and crown another champion? Should WWE freeze the championship until Rhea or Chelsea returns? Or should WWE keep the title on Chelsea and adapt her television role while she recovers? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know. Strip it, freeze it, or adapt it. And as always, if the tea hit right, hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.